Hey guys, what's up? CreeperMax123 here. I know it's been a while, but I'm making a return to YouTube. So pretty much I'll be making tutorials on Fortnite Creative. Today's episode is the beginner's guide on 3.5 simple and easy doors. Hope you enjoy. For the first door, you'll need one button and one explosive device. Put your button right here beside the garage door. Interact time to 3 or whatever you want. Times can trigger to 1. Interaction text to whatever you want. I'm doing open garage door. You set visible to game during game to no. Button radius to 1 meter. And when interacted with, transmit on channel 10. Set it a little more than 1 meter. Set it probably 2 meters. Yeah. Take your explosive device. Put it right in front of your button. Set health to invulnerable. Blast radius to as low as it can go. Player damage to none. Structure damage to 100. Damage indestructible buildings to yes. The only reason you set this to yes is if you have destroy environment on your map set to no. So if you don't have that on, set it to no. If you have that on, set it to yes. Knockback to no. Play audio to no. Oh, I forgot up here. Oh, I guess it's not up there. You set range visualization to explosion radius. Visible during game to no. Collision off. Show health bar no. Play audio to no. And explode when receiving from channel 10. For your button, it's good to give it a bit of a delay. So I'm going to set the delay to 2 seconds. And bam, that's your garage door done. Okay, so I kind of messed up. I accidentally turned on when exploded transmit on. Instead of that, put exploded when receiving from. Or explode when receiving from. So that will, when it explodes, it will transmit on a channel, but it will make it explode when transmit on a channel. So now, after that mistake, it should work like this. And you just made a garage door. There is this though, you have to make sure your explosive device is not there. So go over to the range visualization, right, and pull that down, because if it's touching any other prop than the garage door, it will explode that prop. So now your garage door should be working, just make sure that isn't showing, like touching any other object than the garage door. Let's move on to the second door. So for this door, you will need a button, a billboard, and a lock device. You'll actually need 2 buttons. Please don't 2. Let's start with the billboard. You want to rotate that till it's like that. And I have a key emoji. I'll put it down in the description. In order for it to show, you need to set that to Burbank font. Set that to extra large. And resize it down all the way. And now you want to put it here. This is a hitbox, so if you walk into that, it will collide. So you just want to place the key on the railing and try to get that hitbox as not in the open as possible. text justification to centered, and move that over a little bit, like that. You don't have to do centered, it's just easier to do it that way. Outline to none, shadow to none. Do not turn these on, because if you turn shadow on, it will duplicate the key. So keep shadow off, and outline doesn't really do anything, so that doesn't matter, but keep it off. You want to set text hidden when receiving from channel 11. Now take your button and resize it all the way down. There. And set the interacts text to pick up key. Set the interaction radius to 0.25, visible during game to off. Times can trigger to 1, and interact time to 1 second. When interacted with, transmit on channel 11. Take your other button and bring it over to your door. Resize it as much as you want. You don't have to resize it, but it will decrease the hitbox if you resize it. Put it right by your door. Set the interaction radius to 2.25, whatever. Visible during game to no. Interacts text to unlock. You don't have to do unlock, but that's what I'm doing. Enable that game start to no. Times can trigger to 1. Interact time to 1 second. Enable when receiving from channel 11, and when interacted with, transmit on channel 12. Take your lock device and bring it over to the door. Make sure it is on the same grid as your door, so on the same wall. And set visible during game to off and unlock when receiving from channel 12. And make sure starts locked is on. So that should be your second door complete. So just go over to your door, pick up your key, and take it to your door and unlock. Now you can open and close your door as much as you want. For this one you will need a button, a conditional button, a lock device, put your lock device up by your door, and an item granter. I'm putting mine over here. Take your button, or your conditional button, resize it down, and place it on your wall. Grid snap doesn't really snap it to the wall, so turn off grid snap and move it a little closer. It doesn't matter where it is, just I'm putting it there because I like the look of it. Resize your button right here and set interact time to 3. Time can trigger to once. Enable that game start to yes. Interaction text to get slurp juice from fridge. You don't need to do that, but that's what I'm doing. You can make it so it's maybe search boxes and get like a jewel, or you can just get the item from the bowl. Interaction radius to 1 meter, or a little bit smaller, 75. When interacted with, transmit on channel 13, and then go to your item granter. Set on grant action to keep all. Equip granted item to first item. Give extra ammo to no. Grant item when receiving from channel 13. And I'm pretty sure this is all the things you need set to on this. Then take a slurp juice from the Creative Consumables tab and drop it in there. Now go to your conditional button. Set color to beige. I'm doing beige because it matches the wall. You don't need to set it to anything, but that's what I'm doing. Interaction text to unlock door. Display main icon to locked. Alt display to unlocked. Toggle icon on use to yes. Disable after use, yes. Enable that game start to yes. And when activated, transmit on channel 14. Almost had to put up that technical difficulties sign again. Okay, now once that is done, go to your lock device and put visible during game to off and unlock when receiving from channel 14. And I think that's everything. Yes, it is. Now you can start your game. And this door should work. So you get your slurp juice from the fridge and unlock the door. Okay, so I found out the problem. I forgot to put in the slurp juice, so what you want to do when you're done with the conditional button is just throw in a slurp juice. Only one, so it doesn't glitch. So now your door should work. Let's see if it does. Slurp juice. That works. And unlock. Yep. Let's move on to the third and a half door. So, for your third and a half door, you will need a button, a air vent from the air vent gallery, so delete those two. That's one you need. A teleporter, and a item granter. Before we start, go to consumables and get 5 presents. Throw them down in a pile right here, like that, and then start deleting the floor. And if you're lucky, you should end up with some coal. But if you don't, just keep doing this until you get coal.
2 hours later.
Oh, there's some. Okay, so once you're done with that, just delete your presents, and the items on the ground will get removed after you go back to hub, I'm pretty sure. So you need 1 piece of coal, and put that in your item granter. If I can get it in there. Or actually, instead of redoing all the settings, just take your slurp juice item granter, clear items right here, and then throw in 1 coal. And it should work. Then change this to grant item when receiving from channel 16. And your item granter is done. Put it right beside your fireplace, and I bet you can see what's going on here. Take your air vent and rotate it, and put it at the top of your chimney. If you don't have a chimney, you can do this with a lot of other things, but I'm doing a fireplace because it's just a cool little idea. And resize the height almost to there. We're going to move it down after we're done, but we have to do the settings first. So set enable during phase 2 none. Set activate when receiving from channel 16. And set knock up force to medium. See how it's not activated then? When you teleport up here using the teleporter, when you enter the fireplace, it will shoot you up. So set these to none, teleporter group and teleporter target group, and set all the things that make it visible to off, so all of these, and set conserve momentum to off, or no. Teleport to when receiving from channel 15, and when teleported to, transmit on channel 16. And make sure faced player and teleporter direction is off. So when you enter it, you'll always look the way that you were looking before you enter. Now take your button and put it right in front of your fireplace. Right there. Set interact time to 2 seconds. Times can trigger to infinite. Set interaction text to enter fireplace. Visible during game to off. Interaction radius to 1 meter. And when interacted with, transmit on channel 15. Enable that game start to yes. That should be it. Now what you can do is start your game and enter your fireplace. And it should shoot you up. Also, what you want to do is move that so it's not visible, the air vent. So I'll be right back when I do that. So what you want to do is move it down till it's not visible, or resize the height, just so it's not visible. And it should still work after that. If it doesn't, then, well, I don't know. But let's go test it. First, let's test all the doors. So, garage door. And nothing else gets destroyed. Okay, so you can see what I did there wrong. You want it so nothing is touching the radius except for the garage door. So, if that happens to you, just move it up a little bit. And it will be fine. Let's test all of our doors. And that one works. And now, fireplace. Yep, it works. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again next time. Peace.